my first and only year here. There may be future ones, but it's massive. I didn't really know what to expect. Like, it's just, it seems there's more and more people every day, and there's a lot of crowds to fight, but it's really quite awe-inspiring. Just all the things that comics can bring together.
The first few years I would walk around the show a lot and see, try to get a feel for the entire show, and I feel like the last few years I just kind of go to the booth that I'm at and just hunker down.
Yeah.
So the experiences of just trying to find my way through the crowd to the booth and trying to find some coffee and just trying to survive.
Have you guys seen any of the panels yet?
Yeah, we went to one on the how comics, how the brain reads comics,
yeah.
Which was pretty fascinating. Neil Cohn is the guy who's a graduate student somewhere, I'm forgetting. But
Stanford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he compared how the human brain reads actual language, semantics and everything, to how they, translating that to comics panels and seeing if there was a comparison. And it was totally great, and a lot of it was over my head, but
yeah.
So that's the only panel I've been to.
I think he kind of, I don't want to put ourselves down, but I think he kind of dumbed it down for us with all his slides. He was really, I thought that was really effective, and how he was able to slow things down and make sure everyone was caught up, because there were a few panels I went to that didn't do that. They just went through their notes, and there was time left for Q&A, and there wasn't a lot of Q&A because I think a lot of people were lost, and a lot of those were networking seminars and sales seminars and design seminars.
What's been the craziest costumes you guys have seen so far?
I saw a guy dressed as Jack from the Jack in the Box commercials.
I saw a huge chicken nugget, like a superhero chicken nugget. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see that.
6 feet tall. I mean, the funny thing is, it's obviously someone spent $1,000 to make this costume to promote some webcomic that will net them maybe $10 over the course of a decade. So, I don't know.
Good investment.
Yeah.
A great investment.
Well, we're sitting here talking about it, I guess.
And then any last impressions on this year's Comic-Con you would like to share?
Big. I've never been here. It's gigantic. I've heard horror stories, but I really haven't encountered any, which is nice, other than being mobbed by True Blood fans.
Would you like to explain that to the camera?
Sure. I was meandering on the floor trying to get to Artist Alley, and went by the WB booth because there's mobs of people on the floor. I don't know if you've seen. And I thought I saw an opening, and it wasn't. It was just a huge crowd, and I tried to turn around and go the other way, and there was another huge crowd descending upon me, and I didn't know how to get out, and kind of panicked and meandered my way through the crowd with hip checks and excuse me's, and did eventually get out of there. Found some other aisles I wasn't supposed to go down because the True Blood cast was coming out, and I don't want to see the True Blood cast. I just want to get over to Artist Alley, and there was no dice.
And no one bit you?
Yeah, no one bit me. Yes, no one bit me. I'm not a vampire, or dead for that matter.
Do you have any horror stories yet, or?
No, I've got the opposite. I was nominated for an Eisner for the first time this year, and so last night I attended the big Eisner ceremony, and it was really nice to just sit at the fancy tables in the front and just see, just be surrounded by people that I'm just really, I don't know, inspired by. And they're all sitting there having drinks and listening to the program. It was great.
It was great to see all you in the fancy seats as I sat. I sat in the nosebleeds. I didn't even know there was a professional section, so I sat with the fans, and quite a bit loud. And I was annoyed and giving them the typical Minnesotan passive-aggressive evil eye, and that didn't work too well.
Yeah, Minnesota nice, not so.
Yeah, Minnesota not so nice.
There's a time and a place for that.
Yeah.